Hi, I'm Lisa Rosenberg, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about home decor. I believe is the idea of layering. When you layer things, it means you can continue adding, subtracting, editing from what you have. I just moved into a small apartment from an extremely huge house. I'm living in Northbrook right now, temporarily, while I try and figure out, do I want to buy a home? Do I want to just be a renter? I had to squeeze a 4-story house into about 1,200 square feet. I grabbed all the things that were the most important to me, and I'm pretty pleased with how it's looking. I've just been preparing for Rosh Hashanah, so I have my apples out, I have flowers. In fact, I'm big on adjusting things. When you're decorating, you should be thinking about who is looking at the view. Don't like showing the table like this, kind of a mess. But if you're sitting at this table, what do you see? Something to think about when you're doing your home decor. If I'm sitting here, this is the view I have. It's a nice view. Here I have a roller storage unit, which I will roll out of the way. I'm having company tonight. I'm just trying to get the apartment looking nice, get rid of all the garbage. Here I have one of the great things that I like about this apartment building. It's right next to Mariano's, and you can take the cart right into your apartment. You need to clean your pantry for Rosh Hashanah, so I have this door open right now. Let me show you what I'm making tonight for dinner. Part of the ritual of preparing for Rosh Hashanah is cleaning. And so I've gone through all my pantry, and I've discovered foods that I forgot I had. It's one of the reasons why we do this, so you don't have things rotting in there. But also there's some good surprises. Like, for example, I had these beautiful tricolored noodles, and these are going to be very pretty for the holiday. It's a fall holiday. You can see the noodles are kind of a blonde, an orange, and a green. And to that I added peas and carrots, and I have butter. I'm keeping this really simple. I'm going to be transferring this into here, and it will look really pretty with this blue glass. This is my stuffing that I prepared last night, and I'm going to be stuffing my birds. I'm trying to decide, do I add these pecans that I have? Because I have lots of different things that I'm making. I forgot I had this squash. I'm going to be cooking that. I'm going to be using these purple potatoes that my son bought. He says he loves the purple potatoes, so we'll have that. Maybe I'll make mashed potatoes. I want to be able to enjoy my guests, so I'm hoping to have things ready in the oven that I can just pull out and put out on the table. Here are my birds, and I don't have my gloves right now, but I'm a big fan of using tools when I'm dealing with chicken so that I don't actually have to touch it. What I decided, my son had said that he really likes Thanksgiving dinner with all the fixings. And I didn't really feel like getting a whole turkey. And I had, in the past, for this holiday, usually make salmon. My girlfriend's making a brisket, so I want something that complements that. I got the giblets out and the liver. I'll be incorporating that into my stuffing. Gives really good flavor. My stuffing consists of apples, sweet potatoes, stale bread, which I cut up. I toasted and let it sit out so it got hard. I have cranberries. I have walnuts in here, celery, onion, rosemary, parsley, and basil. So it should be very good. I also have a tiny bit of red pepper. I like things to come out not looking gray, but looking really appetizing. And to do that, you need a little bit of color. I just happen to be here, and I want you to see this cute little dog and how I have my kitchen arranged. And I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Oh, wait, there's no coffee here. Where's the coffee? Here it is. Oh, see, I forgot. Here are my apples, which I cut up, and that is actually going to be incorporated into my stuffing. These apples I happened to buy at Mariano's. I forgot what they're called, but they're on sale at $1.99, and I got to tell you, they are delicious. And if you're Jewish, you know that the apple is a symbol of the new year, and what we do to herald the new year is to dip the apple in honey. And so I'm trying to get all those things arranged, trying to figure out where all the food's going to go, flowers. I have 6 people at this very small table, so every inch is essential. And everything I put down is going to be special. Like I have these beautiful napkins, which were something that I used to sell at our business. They're fantastic. They have a Belgium linen, and they are embroidered, and I don't have an iron, but you can see that these actually do not come out wrinkly, and they're easy to wash. And here is my honey. I might put it in a pretty container. I like my holidays to feel special, and the way you do that is put out your favorite things and make it beautiful, make it inviting. And so all the senses are engaged. Taste, smell, sight, beautiful things to look at, nice things to hear, laughter, maybe some music. This is my curio, and here's where I like to delve to decide on how I'm going to decorate my table. I have lots of different colors I can work with, like this orange. I have this nice terrine. I might use that for the stuffing. I don't know. I have these beautiful blue glasses. I have this nice serving piece. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put on a table, how it's going to look. And I still have not decided what china I'm going to use. I have this yellow china, which is very pretty. This is Kate Spade. Got that in Crate and Barrel. This is a vintage plate. I have this plate, which is very festive. Trying to decide what table linens I'm going to use. I have lots of table linens because I was in the table linen business. I have this beautiful blue damask. I have lots of accoutrements in my curio. Lots of candles, different color schemes that I can do. When we closed, I grabbed all the candles. I'm a big candle person. You can't have too many candles in my book. If I use that beautiful leaf and rose pattern, then I might use these glasses. If I use my yellow china, this is a room that is used as an office and is also used by a 4-year-old child. In the Highwood Parade when I'm about 6 years old, and I'm on my parents' car for their business called the Rainbow. It says Silver Dollar. Later became my dad's second business after the Rainbow. It was called La Lira. Walk here in the room so you can see how I put the things that I use, like paintbrushes, and I mix it in with other things that give me a little humor. Like I happen to like this worst case scenario game. Here's another amusing thing I have in the room. We decided we're going to tell people that these are our relatives, but in fact who it is a scene from Life and Death by Woody Allen, and this is Woody Allen here. But I like the idea of just telling people that these are our relatives. That's the thing, like, especially if you don't like your relatives, just put up pictures of other people and pretend. This is an example of pretending. Like, I placed my painting here so it would be out of the way. It was in the living room. And I'm just trying to make this welcoming for when my little girl comes back to visit. Her name happens to be Aliana. This is totally me. I love coffee. And in fact, I'm going to be having some coffee now. And I'm going to just sit down for a minute because when you're preparing a meal and you have guests, there's just endless standing. And it can just be so hard on a person's body. And so you have to be able to pace yourself. So I'm going to just take this moment right now and look at my avocado and how it reflects the shape of this beautiful piece of glass. And I'm going to have my coffee. So I really hope you enjoyed this tour of my home. And salute. And happy Rosh Hashanah to all my Jewish friends.